What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dawning and my Destiny 2 video for today. So in today's video, I'm going to touch on the Dawning, the quest steps, the exotic Sparrow. I don't know what the fuck just happened with the camera right there. The exotic Sparrow, which I'm telling you looks fucking awesome. So I really highly recommend you going out and get it. But the good news is I'm going to touch on how to get it, my best farming methods for recipe materials, and all that shit there is so far to know about the Dawning. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so to get the quest started, it's the super top secret hidden agenda that Bungie does. No, I'm just fucking kidding. It's like every other quest to get started. You head on over to the tower. You'll notice a quest marker on your map. You're going to head on over to the area where Ikora and Hawthorne are. And you're going to speak to Eva Levante, who is going to give you Eva's Holiday Oven, and this is going to start the Dawning quest. After you get the quest from Eva, she's also going to give you some recipe materials in which you can combine, and it's going to go ahead and create your very first recipe with the Gala Doodles, I believe it's called. Once you do this, you're going to unlock a triumph for your first recipe, and you're also going to go ahead and bring the Gala Doodles over to Zavala. So we are going to head on over there next. Alright, once you create the recipe, you're going to do your sexy little strut on back over to Zavala. You're going to give him the recipe. He's going to go ahead and give you the Avalanche Heavy Machine Gun, which I'll touch on in another video. But once you do that, you're going to head back on over to Eva Levante, and she's going to give you the next step of the Dawning quest, which is a delicious, cheerful blueprint. I'll be honest with you, it's for an exotic Sparrow, and it looks fucking awesome. So go ahead and do this. It's really easy to get the blueprint started. As you can see, once you pick up this exotic Sparrow, she's going to give you 4 quests to do. Vanilla Blades to Shax, Chocolate Chip Cookies to Amanda, the Elksney Birdseed to Hawthorne, and then you're going to bake 12 recipes to unlock this exotic Sparrow. But we're not done there yet. So again, check out my recipe guide to make these recipes. It's really easy to do. It's just a lot of trial and error. But again, why do the trial and error when I've already done the fucking work for you, right? So again, delicious, cheerful blueprint. After you turn this into Zavala, you're going to head back on over to Eva. She's going to give you this exotic Sparrow quest, and then we are going to touch on that from there. Alright, now you got the exotic Sparrow quest. Now we need some recipe materials. So we're going to head out into the Destiny universe, and we are going to complete some activities. Here's a little, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of YouTube channels have touched on it by now because I'm a little late to the game. But the Essence of Dawn materials that you get from completing activities, you can actually purchase the first 2 recipe materials from Eva Levante with those Essence of Dawning. Now, the problem is, Essence of Dawning, you also need to create the recipes. So if you're doing like a shit ton of, grinding on activities, you have a ton of Essence of Dawning, but you're missing those 1 or 2 items that you need to create a recipe that you're missing, just head on over to Eva Levante and purchase those materials from her. For an example, one of the middle materials is to get exotic sword kills, and then it'll randomly drop recipe materials called, I believe it's the sharpshooter or something like that. That sucks. I hate using the sword in any activity in Destiny, so I won't lie. I went over there and I just bought a bunch of them from her. But everything else you'll get just by playing activities. Switch up your loadouts. I'll go through what is needed for the recipes. But again, just when you're doing activities, just constantly switch out your loadouts from like machine guns. Put a rocket launcher in there. Maybe switch your elemental damages to like void, solar, and arc, because those will also net you materials or have a chance. But I'm going to show you my farming method as well. So yeah, so there's a little tip for you when it comes to purchasing items with Essence of Dawn. But again, don't go crazy because you need those essence to cook recipes. Alright, so like I said earlier, you get the Essence of Dawning from completing activities out into the Destiny world. You also get the first two materials for recipes by killing specific enemies out in the world. So each different type of enemy will net you a different type of recipe material. The second slot is based on how you kill enemies. So for an example, if you get a lot of kills with a machine gun, you might get a material called the bullet spray. If you kill a lot of enemies with grenades or rocket launchers, you'll get an explosion material for the recipes to be made. Again, sword kills will net you it. So basically, different types of elemental kills will give you materials for recipes. This is why I recommend when you're doing activities to kind of switch your loadouts around to have different types of elemental damage on your character. My personal favorite way, and I know I'm going to get a shit ton of backlash for this because I see everybody doing the whole public events sector grinding to get the Essence of Dawn for completing activities. Me personally, I grinded a lot of strikes, and basically when I would load into a strike, I would just change my loadout a little for a chance to get different recipe materials. The reason why I prefer strikes is, for one, for completion of the strike, you get anywhere from like 15 to 17 Essence of Dawns, and by now everybody's such high power level, it really only takes about 7 to 10 minutes to complete a strike. On top of that, every strike, you know, you're in a rotation list, so you're going to be constantly getting different enemies. I wouldn't say constantly, because we all know how the strike playlist tends to like shove you on Mercury for the same strike 3 times in a row. But I feel like there's more enemies, and within that 7 to 10 minute time frame, you're going to get a lot more kills on enemies. Plus your fire team kills also net you a chance of getting recipe materials. So for me personally, I recommend doing the strikes. On top of that, you can get the Vanguard bounties, and then you get the strike tokens that you can turn in for a chance at an exotic with Zavala. So for me, the best farming method I found is strikes. The second best farming method I found would probably be Gambit, because it does seem like recipe materials do drop a lot more frequently in Gambit, but it could just be kind of the luck of the draw. But again, Gambit matches tend to take a little bit longer, because if you get, you know, a lot of times they'll go into the 2 to 3 round range. If it's in the 3 round range, it's probably better and more efficient to do the strikes, because you could probably get 2 strikes in before you finish a match of Gambit. So again, that's my farming method. I like to do the strikes, but everyone else is apparently doing the whole public events, lost sector grind, which is not entertaining for me. So, all right, well, fucking A, right? So you went out into the Destiny world, you grinded the shit out of every activity possible to get all those recipe materials, all the Essence of Dawning, and you created all 12 recipes and delivered the necessary recipes to unlock the Dawning Chair exotic Sparrow. But you're not done yet. So once you unlock the Dawning Chair exotic Sparrow, you'll notice that there'll be blank, or here, some mods here to the Sparrow that will not be unlocked. So what you're going to do now is you're going to head on over to Amanda Holiday, and you are going to get 3 bounties that on the completion will help you unlock these perks to the Dawning Cheer, man, I can't really say that, exotic Sparrow. Alright, so we unlocked all the quest steps, we got the exotic Sparrow. Now we're going to head on over to Amanda Holiday, and she's going to have 3 bounties that look like this. Because my dumbass went ahead and cashed in 2 of the 3 bounties, I'm going to have to read it to you, but I'll also put a text in the video so you know what you have to do. Alright, so for the Amanda Holiday quest to unlock all the perks for the exotic Sparrow, the first bounty is called Titan and Warlock. This one is pretty easy. You're going to bake donut holes for Ikora, bake Alkane Dragi for Sloan, and then you're going to bake 48 recipes, and this will unlock the first perk of the exotic Sparrow, which would be, give me 2 seconds because I was not prepared for this. So basically this will unlock the Happy Dawning. Boosting while riding, Dawning Chair will occasionally spawn a Glimmer Present until the boost ends. This perk is only available during the Dawning. So the next bounty from Amanda Holiday is called Bounty 2 Sniper and Scribe. You're going to bake Gentleman's Shortbread for Devrin, bake Randolpherian pudding, can't pronounce it, for Asher, and then you're going to bake 72 recipes. This is going to go ahead and unlock the Dawning Dare on the Exotic Sparrow, which is landing a trick while riding Dawning Cheer will spawn multiple Glimmer presents. This perk is only available during the Dawning. The third bounty and the final bounty is called Gunsmith and Navigator. You're going to bake Telemetry Tapioca for Banshee 44, bake Infinite Forest Cakes for Failsafe, and this one is a grind. You're going to bake 120 recipes. Completing this step unlocks the Transmat Preloader, which is a perk that makes your Sparrow spawn instantly, and this is going to unlock this one right here. So, again, the 120 recipes is a little bit of a grind, but the other two are pretty quick. And again, make sure you check out my recipe guide so you know how to make these items, because it makes life a hell of a lot easier. I did all the fucking work for you, so you might as well take advantage of it. And that will unlock all the perks for the Dawning Cheer. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what the Dawning is. It's just a little bit of a quest to try and get the Exotic Sparrow. There's also the Avalanche Heavy Machine Gun. I believe I saw that there was a submachine gun also. But for the most part, I mean, it's really just going out, doing activities to get recipe materials, making recipes, trying to unlock the recipes to get the Triumph. There's also Eva's Holiday Oven. You can do a masterwork version of it, which limits the amount of essence it takes to create a recipe from 15 to 10. But in the comments, let me know what you think about the Dawning so far. Are you enjoying it? Did you kind of wish there was more? I kind of thought there would be a really cool, like, exotic weapon or a legendary weapon that was more, like, elemental themed with, you know, winter. Maybe, like, a blizzard elemental damage type thing or something a little bit cooler than that. It is a little... getting a little repetitive for me, but I'm still, you know, going out to grind to get that last perk on the Exotic Sparrow, and I love that Sparrow. I think it looks so fucking cool, so for me it's kind of worth it. But let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because it really does help me out a lot, and I'm really working hard to try to get this channel to grow. My website's going to be launching hopefully by the end of next week, so I'll make sure to do a video and post a link to that as well. Don't forget to check out my recipe guide. It's in the link in the comment in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody have a good day, good week, good weekend. Slummy out.